Imagine a quiet street in 1955. Suddenly a man appears out of thin air. He's from the future, here only to observe, not to interfere. But then, across the street, a woman materializes. She's also from the future, but a different one. Two travelers, two different tomorrows, meeting in the past, a paradox no one ever planned for. Their presence is a danger. Every breath, every step could change the world they came from. The future is no longer a single line. It's a tangled web, and they're standing in the middle. The first rule of time travel: be invisible. Leave no trace. But how do you ignore another ghost from the future? Curiosity is powerful. Both are scientists, explorers. The urge to understand this impossible event is overwhelming. To speak risks everything. To stay silent is almost impossible. The silence between them is electric, filled with a million questions. Around them, life goes on. Cars pass, people walk by, unaware that their future stands on the sidewalk, holding its breath. For these two, this quiet street is the most dangerous place in the universe. Their meeting is a secret that could unravel reality itself. They are a living paradox. And what happens next is a story science fiction has tried to solve for generations. Time travel has always fascinated us machines with flashing lights, blue boxes, DeLoreans. Stories give us rules the most important: don't change the past. Every action, no matter how small, could have huge consequences. Scientists dream too. They imagine wormholes, shortcuts through space-time like folding a piece of paper to connect two dots. Einstein's theories say these shortcuts might be possible, but they'd be unstable, tiny, and dangerous. If our travelers used a wormhole, they've broken the laws of physics as we know them, or maybe their future understands more time isn't a straight line, it's a river with currents and floods. The rules are a life raft meant to keep travelers and history safe. But what happens when two life rafts collide? There's no guidebook for this. Our travelers are in uncharted territory, forced to make up their own rules. Every choice could be their last or the last for the future they knew. Back on that 1955 street, the travelers decide to talk. She's from 2242, a peaceful green world. He's from 2310, a wasteland where humanity hides underground. Their meeting proves the future isn't set in stone. The man sees a chance to change his ruined world, maybe prevent disaster. But if he succeeds, does her peaceful future vanish? By saving his world, he might erase hers. The woman wants to protect her timeline. She might try to stop him. Two people from the future, fighting a secret war in the past. Their battle is invisible, but its effects could ripple through time. A small change, a boy on a bike, a scraped knee, could alter everything. Maybe that boy misses meeting his future wife. Their children, grandchildren, and a future cure for disease, all erased. A tiny accident in 1955 could doom millions in the future. This is the true danger of their meeting. This is the heart of the grandfather paradox. If you travel back and prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother, you erase your own existence. But if you're never born, how could you have gone back to change the past? Some say the universe protects itself. History can't be changed. Others imagine parallel universes change the past, and you create a new timeline. In this new branch, you're never born, but you still exist, now a refugee in a different reality. For our travelers, this paradox is real. The man could try to create a better timeline, but his original world would still be lost. The woman fears any change could shunt her into a worse reality. Their meeting isn't just two people. It's a collision of universes, of all that could be and all that might never be. What does science say? Some, like Stephen Hawking, believe the laws of physics forbid time travel to the past. If so, our travelers could never have met. But other theories, like the many worlds interpretation, suggest every possible outcome happens in its own universe. Changing the past just creates a new branch of reality. The man's wasteland and the woman's garden both exist, safe in their own timelines. But every action in 1955 could create new universes, cosmic echoes rippling out forever. So if you met another traveler from another time, what would you do? Would you work together or see them as a threat? Is the future a single road or a garden of forking paths? The story of our two travelers is the story of every choice we make, and the unknown futures those choices create. What future are we creating right now? In the days and years that follow, the world begins to shift quietly at first, then with gathering momentum. A stranger's kind word in 1955 inspires a young scientist, who decades later develops a breakthrough in renewable energy. An unremarkable newspaper article, altered by a passing comment, leads to a cascade of new political alliances. In distant corners of the world, lives change. A child who never existed is born, an old friendship quietly dissolves, a song that once defined a generation is never written. The travelers watch from the shadows of history, burdened by knowledge only they possess. Their smallest actions, choices that once seemed insignificant, echo outward in ways they could never have imagined. Society adapts, technology leaps forward, and the very fabric of culture subtly transforms. But not all consequences are welcome. Some changes bring turmoil, unexpected losses, and moments of regret. For the travelers, the emotional toll grows heavier with each passing year. They question every step, haunted by what might have been. Are they heroes, villains, or simply lost souls adrift in the currents of time? As the world reshapes itself around them, they realize that every choice, no matter how small, carries a weight that cannot be undone. And so they walk on, forever changed by the ripples they set in motion, searching for meaning in a universe that is always becoming something new. In the end, the travelers stand at the edge of eternity, gazing back at the tangled web of choices and consequences they have spun. With every step, they have learned that time is neither a straight line nor a simple loop, but a living tapestry. Each thread woven by intention, chance, and the mysterious hand of fate. They have seen futures blossom from the smallest kindness, and watched entire worlds unravel from a single careless word. And yet, for all their power to alter the present, some moments seem to return again and again, echoes of destiny that refuse to be silenced, no matter how many times the river of history is stirred. Are these events inevitable, bound to happen in every possible timeline? Or is the future a canvas, endlessly rewritten by those bold enough to dream and daring enough to act? As the travelers fade into the shadows of their own making, one question lingers, suspended in the silence. Is it we who shape time, or does time in the end shape us? The screen fades to black. A single clock ticks, its hands circling, never stopping, never repeating the same moment twice. What would you change if you could? And what, if anything, would you dare to leave untouched?